So it's been a long time coming and a rough offseason for Quinshon Judkins, but finally the Browns decided to sign him, and he was signed to a long-term 4-year deal. This is just huge news and a long time coming. Look, I'm going to try to stay out of the legal stuff in this video. I've already voiced my opinion on it. It sucks how the justice system is set up sometimes. Do athletes get to take advantage of the rules? Yes, but at the same time, famous people all too often are framed to have done things they haven't for money. I really think Judkins should have never even put himself in a situation where this could have happened. When you're on your way to the NFL, you have to keep a very tight circle and only hang around people you absolutely trust, because everyone else is going to be after you. But anyways, Judkins is now a Brown for the long haul, and he is an amazing running back. This is a huge addition to the team. Obviously, it's going to take Judkins a little bit of time to get geared up for the NFL and the game speed. He missed all the conditioning and all of camp, and you can't just get up to speed in a week. I would assume he will sit the first 2 to 3 weeks of the season out on the sideline, but luckily, with how the Browns backfield is set up, they can kind of slowly start to get him going and get him involved. Maybe give him 6 to 8 carries one game, then 10 carries, then 12. Obviously, Ford is still the starter either way, but I think Judkins has a ton of upside to kind of float around and be a force in the red zone, so I can't wait to see him in a Browns uniform. Let's take a look at what Quinshon Judkins did in college, just for a reminder, since it's been a while since I've talked about him on this channel. He played in all 16 games and split carries with Travion Henderson. They really became a dynamic duo, and their different play styles just worked so well, but he was still able to rush for over 1,000 yards at 1,060, and he had 14 rushing touchdowns. The Buckeyes loved to use him in the red zone because he was sort of in a way like a bull rusher. Obviously, he was a lot more versatile than just that, but he was used a lot to punch the ball in the end zone after a long drive. And then as a receiver, he had 22 catches for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns, which was a career high for him. I often like to compare him to Kareem Hunt. Alright, so I know I'm just stating the obvious, but there is nothing better than waking up during fall season on a Sunday morning with a full slate of professional football games on to watch throughout the day. And I have great news to tell you, because there is actually a way to watch every single game. That's right, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, DraftKings Sportsbook, I have the ultimate offer to get you ready for this upcoming season. And this deal that DraftKings Sportsbook is offering really is just crazy. It's phenomenal. Right now, new customers who sign up and bet $5 not only get $300 in bonus bets, which again, that is just a crazy offer to start. On top of that, they are also offering $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube and YouTube TV, and that will give you the option to watch every single game throughout the season. So think about that. They're offering $300 in bonus bets for just betting $5, and also $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket with YouTube and YouTube TV. But the only way to get access to this amazing deal is with my promo code SpencerPremier. So just think about it, the next great touchdown is coming. Use my promo code to get $300 in bonus bets and NFL Sunday Ticket. This will get you right for the season, and as always, please be sure to gamble responsibly. Alright, so to continue on, some of you guys may not know this about Judkins, but he did actually start his career at Ole Miss, and he actually put up even better numbers than he did at Ohio State because of the workload. He had so much more on his plate, but I think what he did there kind of showed he is capable to handle a lot of carries if he has to, and he actually put up even better numbers there. He had so much more on his plate, but I think what he did there kind of showed he is capable to handle a lot of the carries if he has to. Obviously right now he does not have to, but in the future, now that he's locked up for 4 years, the Browns know they have a guy that can step up and be an RB1. Alright, now moving on, let's talk about week 1, because the first game against the Cincinnati Bengals is almost here. It's in just a few hours actually. I'm recording this video super late, and this is just such an intriguing matchup for so many different reasons. First off is the QB matchup. It will be Joe Burrow against Joe Flacco, two Joes, one in the middle of his prime looking to have a follow-up and healthy season after leading the league in passing yards, and another that is 40 years old, just out there for the fun of it, seeing if he has one last spark of magic left in him. But that to me is why it's so interesting. Burrow has a lot of pressure on him this season. He needs to step up again, or else the Bengals may need to change directions in the near future. I'm not saying with Joe, but just as a team. As for Flacco, there really is nothing to lose. If he starts the season 0-6, nobody will look at his career any differently, and if he plays well, people will have a lot of fun with it, and that's why I think this is a winnable game for the Browns. Everyone knows they're going to suck this season, and they have a brutal start to the season schedule-wise, but tomorrow is game 1 at the Dog Pound with a clean slate, all the energy is on their side, and the Browns as of recent have actually played well in week 1. Let's break down some of the keys to the game. The first thing the Browns need to do is they need to shrink the football game. I want the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands as much as possible, and time of possession is the main reason why the Browns defense struggled so much last year. Literally, the offense could not get off the field, and because of that, the guys on D just completely wore out through the course of the season, and by the end, there was just nothing left in the tank. So shrink the game, run the ball, put together long drives that result in at least 3 points, and use the run to open up play action. My second thing to watch for and pay attention to in this game is the defensive line. Ever since the Browns traded away their Travis Hunter pick and got Mason Graham at 5 instead, I have been so interested to see how this defensive line would look with Graham on the inside and Garrett on the outside. I know Graham is a rookie and he will need time to understand how the game flows at a professional level because it is a lot different than college, believe it or not. But in terms of stuffing the run, he should be a lot better than what we've had in previous years, and I think he is going to open up a lot of opportunity for Miles. He is just another guy that centers and guards will have to zero in on, and they can't shift around and double team Miles as much. Now for my third key, this is a bit of a surprising one, but I'm going to be paying attention to Cedric Tillman. Jerry Jeudy is going to be the guy the Bengals secondary focuses and makes a game plan for, and I still don't think opposing teams really know a lot about this guy, but I think Cedric Tillman is rock solid. He has just been around abysmal QB play over the last few years. I think now that he officially is the number 2 guy on the depth chart, this is his chance to have a breakout season and prove how consistent he can be. The fourth player that I think could have a big game tomorrow is David Njoku. He all offseason has just been a different guy with Flacco. They have unbelievable off the field chemistry, and Flacco loves to throw to his tight ends. So not only watch for Njoku this game, but watch for him and also Harold Fannin Jr. throughout this season because with a weaker receiving room, they could see a lot of targets. Now for the next thing I want to talk about, it's not an actual player. Let's talk Kevin Stefanski. I really was not impressed with what I saw last season. I don't think anybody was. Obviously, it was pretty extraordinary circumstances, dealing with Watson, who everyone knows should have not been out there, then Jameis Winston, who was fun, but threw 3 interceptions a game, and then not having Chubb, a defense that struggled. It was not all on Kevin, but I thought a lot of the in-game decisions were suspect, but we all know Stefanski is a great coach. Now the offense is back in his hands, and we're going to see those scripted first drive touchdowns. It should be a lot of fun to watch. Finally, the last key I want to talk about, really it's not a key to the game, this is more about the entire season, but the offensive line needs to be on the field. Over the last 2 years, it's just been a rotation of different guys in and out. I know this O-line has a lot of vets now and older guys who take on a lot more wear and tear and take longer to recover, but if the Browns want to do anything in the run game, if they want to have any balance in their offense, this offensive line has to stay healthy so they can develop cohesion. If not, this team is low-key cooked. So for tomorrow's game, I'm predicting a 13-10 Browns win. I think it will be a defensive game. The weather is supposed to drop. I think Joe Burrow does not get going until the second half. I expect Denzel Ward to lock up Jamar Chase. I think the Browns will start the season off on the right foot. It may be an ugly game, but I think they get in the win column, and they absolutely have to, because if not, like I've been saying, they are done for. That's really all I got for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly means the world, and also let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.